Good morning, ladies. This week we had to start reading the book on coaching those who don't think like us. It's a very interesting chapter. And first of all, I wanted to point out that something that Davis also pointed out first in that chapter was that we have to remember that we are all learners in a world that requires us to constantly change while meeting the needs of our students. And that also comes as a coach. We are teaching other teachers to be better teachers in a sense. So we have to remember that we're all lifelong learners in this process and that no one is going to be perfect within their first year or so. Coaches are there to help all teachers and not just novice teachers. There are several things that we have to remember when coaching teachers or peers or colleagues, or even in coaching anyone. Each one is a unique individual who may or may not always agree with your teaching ways. We have to coach with a cultural proficiency due to the diverse needs of individuals and where they come from. We have to be attentive when listening to those that we coach. We don't need to be working on other assignments. We don't need to be grading papers. We don't need to be working on filling out paperwork that is needed to be completed. We need to stop what we are doing when those people come to us and give them our full attention. And we need to try to get to know each teacher that we coach, where they come from, why they chose to be a teacher, what are their beliefs and philosophies behind teaching and student learning. Where do they want to go with their teaching career? Do they want to further their education? Do they want to remain in a classroom the whole 30 years? You know, what are their plans as a teacher in this changing world that we are in? Coaching others is a privilege to me, and it means that someone has thought of me as a good teacher and has thought that my thoughts and ideas and leadership skills could help somebody else be a good teacher. The information in this chapter made me think about how I coached a novice teacher this past year. In reading some of these things, I really do believe I could have been a little bit of a better coach. I think that I did my job, but I think there are some things that could have been different based on the readings in this chapter. I'm in thinking about curriculum and instruction and how this could help me. When you are an instructional coach or a math coach or a reading coach or whatever title that county is, sorry ladies, you are a coach. That's what you are. You are coaching other teachers to better their lessons through strategies and ideas and looking at the curriculum and digging into the curriculum and digging into the data. And in my mind, in becoming someone that could possibly be an instructional coach or a curriculum specialist, I'm going to have to remember to take what they need, whatever subject it may be, and take into play their personalities and the teacher that they are. Because if I go and give a veteran teacher who is not all in for technology a strategy that is wholeheartedly technology based, they're not going to use it. Therefore, I'm not going to be an effective coach in that sense. I would have to, yes, try to get them onto that level, but start small. And that all comes in with helping individuals on their level and on their needs. So each teacher is going to have their own needs for their classroom. And so if I take into play their needs, their personalities, their beliefs, and everything about teaching and student learning, and their leadership skills, and their skills to perform in a classroom in order to give them strategies that they can use, they will be more effective in their classrooms with my guidance. So with Davis, she really gives some good strategies in this chapter. And I believe we will all be able to use these not only in a coaching sense, but just in a leadership sense. Being a leader who listens, being a leader who cares, being a leader who takes your needs into account for what they're offering you. With my experience in the last year, that has not always been the case. Not me providing leadership to someone or coaching to someone, but in someone providing me with leadership when asking for help. When someone asks for help, you've got to be willing to try to help them, do some research, give them some ideas, but also allow them and remind them to do some research on their own. Because when we do it on our own, just as our students, we are more motivated to figure out something and to implement something that we find. I look forward to hearing about what you ladies found important in this chapter and how you can take it and use it in the future. See, that's my doggy. That's Duke. He's my little study buddy. So he was in my video today, just like Dr. Putnam's cat. So ladies, I hope y'all have a great weekend, and I look forward to listening to y'all's videos in the upcoming couple of days and giving some responses. So y'all have a great weekend. Enjoy the weather. Hopefully it's as nice as it is where you are as it is with me. And talk to you soon.